What's good, Generals? Welcome back to another edition of the 5-Star News. I'm Max Owens.
And you know me, I'm Brady Chandler, and we're here once again to introduce you to some great stories we have prepared for you today. And it's all about heritage, so you should enjoy all of it.
So, let's get right to it. And we'll start you off with the announcement segment. Here's Isaac Delk and Kieran Freed with What's Up Heritage.
Welcome back to What's Up Heritage. Now, let's go on to some Tuesday announcements. Attention students. As the next school year gets closer, now's the time to get your classes set up, happening from February 6th through 20th. For more information, talk to your school counselor. Next up, prom is arriving soon. It'll be held on April 22nd at the Westin in downtown Chattanooga. More information is coming soon. And lastly, if you are interested in ThesCon, now's the time to get your tickets. Admission is $150 per attendant, and it will be held in Columbus. Now, let's get on to the weather with our weatherman, Kieran Freed.
Thanks, Isaac. Now let's get on to the weather. For Tuesday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 67 and a low of 47. On Wednesday, we'll have cloudy skies with a high of 67 and a low of 58. Thursday, it's gonna rain with a high of 65 and a low of 43. So bring an umbrella. Now let's get back to the anchors for more news.
Thanks, guys. Weather's looking a little warmer, thankfully.
Sure is. And out of the news, and we've talked a lot recently about registering for classes for next year.
Yep. And registration is open starting this week, so make sure you hop online and take care of your responsibilities ASAP.
And all of you should be pretty knowledgeable about the process, that we've all been at the HHS for at least a year.
But what about those incoming freshmen?
Glad you asked, Brady. Miss Parker took some of our students and staff over to the middle school last Friday for a club fair.
How'd that go? Well, here's 5-Star News reporters Silas Williams, Gabe Guffey, and Tempted Smart with more details.
Yes, Grayson Parker took several students over to the middle school last Friday, I believe, for a little middle school club fair. And it's a great opportunity for teachers and clubs over here at Heritage to go over and talk to some middle school 8th graders. They're going to be over here next year, so it kind of gives them kind of a little bit of a feel of what's happening over here club-wise, class-wise, really whatever you got going on. So we at the broadcasting class sent a couple students over just to take a camera, a tripod, and kind of talk to some of those 8th graders that might be interested in video or film or whatever. So it's just a good opportunity to kind of showcase what we have over here at the high school, because it won't be long before they'll be roaming the halls over here. So
I went to the middle school to tell them about theater and chorus. Well, we all told them, like as a group, that singing is really fun and you shouldn't be embarrassed to do it, and you can make a lot of new friends.
So the middle school last Friday was pretty good. We just went over there and we're kind of giving the middle schoolers a decent idea about what HOSA is, and just kind of tell them some of the trips we do, some of the places that we go, some reasons that they should join HOSA. It went pretty well. Everybody was pretty eager to talk to us. Our table got a lot of attention. As to people that may actually sign up, I'd say probably I hope that we'd at least get a little half, maybe a little bit more than half. But everybody wanted to ask questions. We gave them candy for some trivia questions and stuff like that. So I'd say it went pretty well.
Moving on now to talk about a rather big football game that's taking place this weekend.
Yes, sir! Super Bowl Sunday. This weekend it puts in the Chiefs against the Eagles.
Sure does, and I can't wait to see this one, even though my favorite team won't be playing.
Yeah, but still Super Bowl. And here at the show, we wanted to find out some of y'all and what y'all are doing for the big game.
What's your Super Bowl tradition here? 5-Star News reporters Lennon Barrett, Gavin Broderick, Cadence Cox, and Bryce Quells with the report.
Okay, so Douglas residents, we are having a big party at the house, but the main rule about the party is we're having food, we're having a lot of people, everybody leaves at halftime.
And why is that?
Because I got to go to work the next day and I want to finish the game in peace.
We usually just get some friends over, probably going to get some of the boys over, and we're going to hang out and stuff, maybe play a little ping pong, watch the game. It'll be a fun time.
What happens at your house when the Broncos aren't in the Super Bowl? You don't really have a rooting interest. What's going on is one of y'all's traditions?
Misery. It's a lot of depression. We try to eat our feelings as much as we can, and of course we're just basically watching for the commercials at that point. And of course Rihanna's going to be fun, so I'm looking forward to that.
I think our whole family's probably going to go over to Brady's house and have a good time over there. Probably just chill, eat, play some ping pong or do whatever.
We usually get some friends and family over and eat dinner and watch the game.
Normally we have a big party, but I think this year I'm going to go over to Brady's house, probably party with the boys, have a good time.
Usually
We sit in our living room and watch the Super Bowl as a family. But this year I'm going to Brady's, and we're going to get all the boys and go to Lauren's house and have a big party at Lauren's house and play with her dad.
Oh, I like Mahoney. Mahone's great. I still think he's hurt, so I'm going to have to go Eagles.
Definitely the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, big fan. Like Devontae Smith, too. They went to Alabama. And, I like Mahomes a lot, but I'm kind of tired of seeing him winning. So.
I don't really want to see Patrick Mahomes win another one, so I want Philadelphia to win.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Eagles win because I just don't like the Chiefs, really. They're just too good. They always win. Eagles is something different, and hopefully they win.
It's hard to root against Mahomes and the Chiefs. I think they're feeling a little disrespected. I think, the Eagles are slightly favored maybe. So, I think the disrespected Chiefs are going to take it home.
For me, it's the food and hanging with friends and family.
Yeah, me too, I guess. Being a Falcons fan, it's never really about the game anymore.
Well, there was that one time when...
No. Let's not go any further with that.
Gotcha. But let's do a quick commercial break now.
But hang with us after the break for sports.
Friday, so you got about 2 more days to get it completed. I'm going to step out of the room real quick. I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes. Go ahead and get to work on your projects. All right, guys. Bree, are you on your phone? No. Let's get that up and get to the office.
Sports Time Generals, I'm Lauren Mock.
And I'm Jonathan Glover, and today we're going to be starting off with today's segment with wrestling.
Yes, and our wrestlers are down in Calhoun this past weekend competing in region traditionals.
And guess what, Lauren?
What?
Our boys wrestled very well and placed third in Region 7 4A, sending 10 wrestlers to the state this weekend.
The region went well overall. We didn't quite meet our expectation, but we still wrestled well and qualified 10 guys for the state sectionals, which is basically the first round of state. And we had a number of guys who had some really tough brackets, and we had several freshmen in the lineup. They had to go against more mature guys and guys that dropped down from a lower weight class, so some of them struggled a little bit.
It was a good tournament. I wrestled good and won all of my matches because I was better than everyone else. And pretty much all I do is win no matter what. Got money on my mind. I ain't never giving up. And every time I walk up in the building, everybody's hands go up, and they stay there.
So last weekend we went down to Snorville for regionals, and we had a lot of people place. We had 10 to be exact. Me and Skylar, of course, we were region champions.
People who did well. We wrestled one of the best matches of the season and was region champion. Also, Evan Wingrove had a good match, and he's region champion, so we're proud of both those guys. And Dax Akers, he got third. Nolan Kaler, he got fourth. And all those top 10 guys there are going to qualify for state sectionals at Westminster this coming Saturday down in Atlanta.
Congrats, guys, and good luck this weekend.
To basketball now, and both our boys and girls teams are winding down their regular season and getting ready for the region tournament.
They sure are, but each team has one big game remaining, and that's tonight against Norville.
But before we get to a preview of that game, both teams looked great last Friday against Southeast Whitfield.
So we get big win on Friday against Southeast at home for obviously a region win is huge, but the main reason was because we got to honor our seniors and send them off on a good note. And I think that the way we performed in the second half was a testament to the way we kind of want to see them through. And So I was real happy with the performance, especially in the second half. Defensively, thought we were really good in our press and pressured the ball a lot, turn them over. I think offensively we started moving a little bit better, and when we move the ball effectively and let it do the work, we're pretty effective offensively. But the big thing was we got the win. We needed to get that one, and then of course waiting on Sonoraville to beat Northwest on Friday, which they did, which put us in the driver's seat for the region tournament. So right now we're sitting at the 1 seed. As far as I know, we have the tiebreaker moving into the tournament. So, no matter the end of the game tomorrow, I think we'll be the 1 seed. But we still want to get that win and leave no doubt. You get the win against Sonoraville, which is a big, big game against a really good team. Give you confidence going into the tournament, but also give you the outright 1 seed, which is for us the thing we set out to do to the beginning of the season anyway. So it'll be a big win for us against a good team at home, and a good way to end the season in the regular season, going into the second part of the season, which is the postseason. So really excited, really looking forward to the challenge, and I know the girls will be up for it too.
So we played Southeast on Friday for senior night. It wasn't really our best performance, but we looked really good in some spots. Always good to win at home, especially on senior night. Me and Alex got to play. Alex hit a really big 3 the very first play of the game, which is really exciting for her. So yeah, it was really good to win on senior night. Kind of made us feel a little special because we didn't get to win on senior night last year, but that's also another region win for us, so that puts us at a really good spot in our region. We have one more game against Sonoraville Tuesday night, and if we're able to win that game, that puts us as a number 1 seed going into the tournament, which is really, really good. So I'm hoping that we can clinch that win and make a good run of the tournament and at state.
Big overtime win against Southeast on Friday. Wasn't our cleanest game by far, but I thought the guys fought and just really never gave in. A bunch of adversity during the game, kept fighting, and then just was we had enough buckets in overtime to beat them by 1.
Last Friday went pretty well. We played Southeast. It was a pretty close game, but our shots were falling. We played as a team.
Big game on Tuesday versus Sonoraville, last home game, last regular season game for the year. There's not much importance for the game when it comes down to seeding and region play. That's pretty well figured out at this point, but of course you want to win and have momentum going into the region tournament. So we'll treat it as we do any other region game, and we'll prepare the same way, and hopefully we'll play well.
It's not really important, but it'd just be good for us to just get a win going into the region tournament. We lost to them last time by, I think, 10 or something. So yeah, it was pretty big.
Thanks for shorts, you guys. Now moving on to entertainment now. We have a few oldies but goodies for you today.
And we'll start it off with Isaac Zelk and Kieran Freed with our second installment of This or That.
I'm Isaac Delk.
And I'm Kieran Freed.
And welcome to the second edition of This or That. And for the second edition of This or That, today's question will be, should pineapple pizza belong on pizza? Yes or no?
Honestly, I'm gonna say, I don't care.
Honestly, I can say the same thing too. I don't prefer it, but you can do it if you want.
Unbiased. And who are we here with?
Lila Kirby.
Alright, and just one simple question for you. Should pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no?
Yes.
Alright, please elaborate.
Well, I mean, it just belongs on it. It adds flavor and exquisiteness to the pizza.
And who are we with?
Molly.
Alright, and should pineapple belong on pizza?
Absolutely not. Any fruit or even vegetable that's warm should just cease to exist anymore.
And who are we with?
Gavin Broderick.
And I'm going to ask you one simple question. Should pineapple belong on pizza?
I do think pineapple belongs on pizza. Most people think it doesn't, but I actually love pineapple on pizza.
That's actually really interesting. I've never heard somebody say yeah, I definitely eat this all the time.
It's actually my preferred pizza.
Who are we with?
Austin.
And I'm asking you one simple question. Should pineapple belong on pizza?
I would say so, yeah.
And why is that the case?
Sweet savory, I guess. I don't know.
Who are we with?
Brock Wiggins.
And I'm asking you one simple question. Should pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes.
And why is that the case?
Well, it tastes good, if it tastes good, it should be on there. Anyone who says it's not, or it shouldn't, They're wrong.
And who are we with?
Miss Dillard?
And I have to ask you a simple question. Should pineapple belong on pizza?
Absolutely not.
And why is that the case?
Because whenever I think of pizza, I think of spicy meats and sauces on there, and just having the pineapple, adding the sweet to it, it just doesn't sound good.
Oh, okay. Moving on now. It's time to dive into another edition of Sarcastic Little World.
What in the world are these guys focusing on this week?
Not sure, but let's get over to Dave Ramsey, Nate Collin, and Allie Powers with this segment.
Welcome back to your Sarcastic Little World. Today's news is on a more positive side. I'll let Ali explain.
It's a recent sighting of a pony getting a ride through the McDonald's drive-thru. Not too sure what this little guy is looking to get. I'm pretty sure they don't serve carrot McFlurries, and we all know any kind of fast food is what makes America so well known. I sure hope the pony makes a last-minute decision to save his diet.
Thanks, Ali. Stay tuned for next week.
And finally, we've been holding on to this one for a week or two, Max.
But what teacher do you think has the best drip here at HHS?
Well, I've got my thoughts, but who wants to know what I think?
Facts. But let's find out what some of our students and staff feel like dress the best here at the Heritage.
Here's BBB with this edition of Teacher Swag.
Who are we here with today?
Emma, Lorelai,
And the question today is, who is the drippiest teacher at Heritage High School?
Miss Oliver.
Miss Oliver.
Good answer.
All right, who are we here with?
Isaac Delk.
And Kieran Freed.
All right, who is the drippiest teacher in the school?
All right, this ain't a teacher, but I'm going to be honest. I feel like Bobby Hunt got the best drip.
Okay, good answer, good answer.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Miss Luckin because she got those Lightning McQueen Crocs, best shoes in the whole school.
Lightning McQueen.
Besides my Heelys, but
yeah.
Who are we here with today?
JC Armour.
Rylan Black. And today's question is, who's the drippiest teacher at Heritage High School?
I'm gonna have to say height, because I mean he always like be matching no matter what he wears. His shoes always the hardest. I mean, it just got drip. It definitely has to be height.
Great answers.
Who are we here with?
The biggest bucket in the school.
All right, who's the drippiest teacher?
Coach Height.
Great answer.
Who are we here with today?
Owen Karstens.
Tristan Simmons.
And today's question is, who's the drippiest teacher at Heritage High School?
Coach Height.
Coach Height.
Common answer.
How does it feel to be nominated as the drippiest teacher in the school?
I guess it's a good accomplishment.
And who's your biggest competitor?
I don't really know. To be honest, I'm truly not into like fashion or anything like that. I do have like a shoe fetish, so I do like different shoes. And I'm truly a believer in no matter what you're wearing, if your shoes are nice, then it makes your entire outfit.
And Hyde does dress pretty well.
Yeah, if you're a Cowboys or Texas fan.
So with that, we'll wrap up this Tuesday edition of the 5-Star News.
We'll see you again on Friday with a brand new report. But until then, stay classy, Heritage.